What's going on, guys? Mark here, back with a new tech video. Today we have a fresh keyboard to the market by NZXT, and that's going to be the Function Elite MiniTKL. Thank you, NZXT, for sending out this wonderful, supposedly wonderful keyboard. I mean, we shall see what it is, but we're going to get the unboxing going right now, and then we'll just jump into a review later after the unboxing. Let's get this thing open. You know, this keyboard claims to have all the goodies: satisfying acoustics, enhanced typing feel due to the construction, the multi-layered construction, high polling rate 8,000. All right, the moment we've all been waiting for, the great reveal. The Function Elite Mini. There it is, in all of its glory. Looks pretty matte from what I can tell. Let's see, first click reveal. The plushy type. Not quite clicky, more plush. Okay, we're gonna remove it from the box to continue this unboxing. See what else is in this box. We have a braided cable. See how long it is. Boom. It's a 6-foot cable or so. I would have liked a 10-foot, but I'll accept it, I guess, because it is removable. Personally, I like removable cables, and I've been realizing that I thought more people like removable cables, but now people might like built-in cables. I just like the convenience of being able to unplug it easily and move it around, especially when I'm like moving things on my desk. So to me, that's just a plus. Other thing in the box, we have a tool. We actually have a short end and a long end, as you can see. Maybe if I use my whole face to block it, you'll see the contrast here. Anyway, there's one small piece in this box. It is going to be this little container. Don't miss it. I'm gonna destroy this thing. And it is extra switches. Here we go, extra switch. This is hard to get the angle right. Here we go. Oh, comes right out of the box. I have two extra switches. Thank you, I guess, for $200. You would like to see more in the box, so that's kind of, oh, 3 extra switches. Sorry, I was wrong. 3 extra switches. I just feel like it's a little minimalistic for the packaging. Oh wait, I was doing the throw on the ground bit, but I have to do the complete check the box bit, and there is nothing else. So back to the keyboard. It's seemingly solid, but it's a little hollow, so I'm a little nervous. It's supposed to be pretty rigid, but I mean, it's got some weight, which is nice. I don't want to be too harsh yet. I mean, these are just first impressions. I do like this rubber texture on each side. If you actually see this, they have this grippy surface, and it feels great to just pick up and hold, but obviously they've done it on purpose to reduce the friction on the table. So let's just test that real quick. Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna do that again. I just shook my whole desk. So the friction is good. Friction is good. Rubber grip works. Let's not do that ever again. We have kickstands. Boom. Always a plus. Boom. Looking pretty good. I mean, it's a pretty nice keyboard. We're gonna plug it in before we go into the review. Okay. First impression plug in. Here we go. You have to do this in a weird way because my USB is over here for my computer. Oh, ooh la la. That actually looks pretty nice. I can't even see it for myself yet. I'm looking through the camera. Looks pretty colorful if you ask me. Very vivid colors, to be honest. And they got this whole light beam going around, which is, I guess, gonna be a new trend. Just more RGB. You're gonna see it everywhere. The more RGB they could fit in, they will fit in. We're gonna be living that RGB lifestyle for a little bit. Pretty consistent RGB, I would say. No bad die cuts or whatever you want to call the cutouts for the letters here, like the We got this little NZXT button here. That's pretty neat. It's a little boring of a keyboard, but I don't want to just be too judgy right now. So we're going to get into the reviews. So thank you for watching the unboxing section. This has been Mark with the Function Elite MiniTKL from NZXT. Here we go. Now, I can understand the sticker shock if you're just getting into PC building. There's high prices on everything that sounds desirable. I know. We all want the best we can get, but we also want to work within our budget without feeling like you cheaped out on the hardware, and we could still maintain a competitive edge in the world of PC gaming. Only then do you forget about peripherals like your monitor, mouse, and in this case, the keyboard, which can add a hefty increase to the price tag if this mentality of not cheaping out continues. All hail the new NZXT Function Elite MiniTKL gaming keyboard for $199.99 USD. It's a steep price for a keyboard and a steep ask for any demographic. It seems packed with competitive features, but let's let's see if the Function Elite MiniTKL is worth your time. The most critical and honest statement I can open up this review with, especially regarding style, design, and overall presence, is that the Function Elite MiniTKL lacks originality or standout aesthetics. It doesn't reinvent the wheel in this category. The RGB strip, although nice to have in dark rooms for visibility, cheapens the overall premium price factor. The keycap's frame texture and color seem generic. The kickstands on the bottom are commonplace. The USB-C port is just slapped on there, and the list goes on. In general, the Function Elite is just another boring, solid colored keyboard. Granted, that's not to say that the build quality is poor, but I have some pointers to go over. At 2.5 pounds, the Function Elite carries some heft, which is good, thus feeling premium. But after knocking my fist on the base as a little test, the casing feels somewhat hollow and breakable if dropped. It feels good in the hands, but beneath the surface, it seems questionable. The case material is CNC aluminum on the sides, but the base is plastic, so beware. This hollow feeling base was surprising to discover because everything else, such as the kickstands and outer frame, seems structurally sound and solid. This Elite MiniTKL has multiple layers, such as a gasket foam layer and an enhanced PCB layer, for a more comfortable and quiet mechanical sound. The Function Elite delivers in this area as the typing experience is plush and relatively calm, yet it is still audible for that tactile gaming vibe. Specifically, the keys are double-shot PBT, feel nicely textured to the touch, and are well made through each press. The dual rail switches, combined with the gasket layering and other aspects, create a very equalized typing experience that has quality craftsmanship written all over it. Other factors adding points to the typing experience are the fantastic screw-in stabilizers on larger keys. Even the spacebar has a level, smooth press like the shift key, caps lock key, and more. Kudos to NZXT in this typing category, as the Function Elite is a dream to type on in all regards. May I add that under the PBT keys lies customizable magnet Hall effect switches with a 30-gram start force, 65-gram end force, and notably a 0.6 to 4mm actuation range. Defined as linear and silent, the switches may not be in the 0.1mm range like other keyboards, but at a certain point it's hard to tell the difference. We will get back to this topic later. Continuing my hardware pointers, the RGB strap lacks brightness and hue consistency for the price tag of $199. I would have liked to see a different approach to a design layout, even if it would cost differently, as long as it looks nicer than this strip. Even the NZXT logo on the front, illuminated instead of this ostentatious RGB border, would feel more controlled to me. The RGB strip might also be better suited for a white colored unit, as I'm reviewing the black one, but I digress. In contrast, the RGB on the double-shot PBT keys is much nicer in saturation, brightness, and color consistency, and most importantly, the transparent letter cutouts on the keys are sharp and well done. It's hard to explain, but the light cleanly shines through the cuts, presenting a fine sharp edge that really helps the device's legibility and overall premium factor. It's subtle, but it adds a lot of points in my book. Although it isn't unique or stylish, the extra rubber grip on the sides does add a bit of original stance for NZXT in their keyboard line. It's a way to look different than competitors, if you will. The texture feels nice when lifting the Elite Function from the sides, and the rubber grip is more than practical, if you know what I mean. The keyboard holds its ground firmly with no slip and slide at all. It's an excellent keyboard for physically obstructive gamers, and probably one of the better anti-slide rubber systems I have seen on a keyboard in a while. Regarding what comes in the box, it's not much, as we are only given a 6-foot braided cord and 3 replacement switches. I would have liked to see some sort of wrist rest, but no dice. But hey, I will say that they provided a purple switch and key tool, and it's nice and appreciated, but it's not enough to win me over, as the tool is not the greatest. The unboxing experience was also a bit boring, and for $200, I feel like there would be more inside the box, more length on the cord, or just something else. Something is underwhelming here, and I needed more distractions. Now that we have most of the negative points away with, let's talk about what makes the Function Elite MiniTKL worth considering. The gaming and customizability features found on NZXT software, NZXT Cam, shed some much needed light. Being my first time in the menus, I found it rather easy to use and understand, and it seems like NZXT has a knack for capturing practical simplicity. Anyway, in NZXT Cam, you can take advantage of the 8000Hz polling rate and combine speed features like rapid trigger to outpace your opponents. Playing games like CSGO and Valorant take precedence on the Function Elite TKL, as sidestepping and strafing become a focus point of this product. Between custom key-by-key actuation and snap overrides that change movement strafing dynamics, NZXT is here to cater to high skill cap players, or just people who want more out of their keyboard. You can even perform 2-in-1 actions via one key, such as pressing halfway to walk and all the way into sprint. Hall effect magnet switches add more leverage to a gamer who likes to tailor their experience, and NZXT mainly speaks to this demographic. Also, if I wasn't clear, gaming on the Elite MiniTKL is a dream. It's a bit small for my hands, leaving slightly less space between the keys than I'm personally used to, but the spacing should feel at home to most people. Although the snap overrides seem to be banned in Counter-Strike, the Function Elite performs very fast as a magnetic keyboard should, and in other games such as League of Legends or more casual games like Kingdom Come Deliverance, the responsiveness suits well alongside the sleek, quiet keys. The MiniTKL is a relaxing keyboard and is also competitive when it's time to play. Other fancy additions include onboard profiles, which makes it easier for traveling gamers to play their way, and performance presets for lazy customizers like myself to save some time. In general, I thought the NZXT cam software was a very easy to use, responsive, well-coded companion to the Function Elite, making confusing gaming lingo more accessible to consumers. Alright, although the device performs very well in the gaming category and the typing category, and specifically its features, it is like the Function Elite doesn't even try to be unique, and is simply another brand's take on creating an entire ecosystem of RGB hardware, all controlled by a piece of branded software. I didn't expect NZXT to dabble across so many hardware categories, but the MiniTKL just seems like a toss-in. It's just hard to recommend this keyboard to anyone who isn't an NZXT lover already. There are so many interesting keyboards out there, and although the Function Elite MiniTKL has great, easy-to-control performance features for all gamers. With a buttery-to-the-touch experience, the texture feels good, but it just doesn't grab your attention at first glance, and the price isn't helping at all. It's a great competitive product in the grand scheme of things, but I don't think many people will give it a chance. There are too many options out there, and right now people respond to creativity, new, and different, and the Function Elite MiniTKL is everything but that. It is a safe, decently made take on what already exists, works, and sells. The gaming features like the polling rate, rapid trigger, snap overrides, 2-in-1 actions could be enough to win over a competitive customer, as they do work wonderfully. NoisyPixel is giving the NZXT Function Elite MiniTKL a C+. Damn, that's a long name. Other brands already do everything NZXT provides here via performance and features at lower prices with arguably more interesting products. Still, if you have NZXT gear, you could be interested in the Function Elite Mini. Maybe you won't get proper backlighting on a cheaper keyboard, yeah, but you have to decide where you stand and where you make trade-offs on your keyboard purchase. Thank you for watching. NoisyPixel is a group of gamers who work hard to deliver news, reviews, previews, and more. Please subscribe to keep up with all of our future content, and don't forget to check out our Patreon at patreon.com/noisypixel to help support independent gaming journalism. See ya, nerds.
NZXT.